Well, I'm back today. I'm going to do another video. It's just dawned on me, I've made a couple of gaffes when I'm talking, mainly because what I'm saying is just off the top of my head. Since I'm not a reporter, and since I'm just some dude spitting on what for most people will be probably nonsense anyway, I don't think it matters. So, I'm likely not to correct my boo-boos and gaffes. Mainly because, okay, whoop-de-doo, I ain't perfect. It's just the way it works out. So, I thought I might make a couple of comments on stuff because I saw some cool things today. Jesse Jackson pounds Barack Obama on illegal immigration. Well, what do you know? That boy standing up for his people. What do you know? That's a good thing for him. He must be hungry for money, though. He's been one of those. Well, I said something about him earlier. It's good enough. Awesome watch Megyn Kelly absolutely blast Jon Stewart for lying to America. Really? Boom. Jon Stewart thought he wouldn't have to answer for his remarks, but he was wrong. Old Megyn Kelly rips a new one again. How many Americans are homosexual? New government study reveals 2%. That's what it was about 10 years ago. So let's just see what that number is, just for der fun of it. Yeah, it's gonna wanna. So I know how. Let's see how this works. Click. Yep, there you go. Let's see. Love it. Probably not very. It's 2%. Let's see. Let's see if it's 2%. So there'd be like 6 million people. The government studied. Oh ha ha! Oh ha ha! Not even 1.6%. Identify as homosexual or lesbian, while 0.7% of those surveyed consider themselves bisexual, and 1.1% of adults identified as something else. What would that something else be? 1.6%. So you combine that with 0.7%, so you got 2.3%, and 1.1% identified as something else. I don't know what. I'm not even going to include that. They might be identifying themselves as animals for all we know. They might be saying, I'm an animal, ha ha ha. You're just stupid. Well, anyway, so that would be 2.3. Maybe that's something else is transsexual, which is 2 both. I'm not going to include the bisexual. So we have no idea who's transsexual, which isn't it. Something else. 1.6% are gay. Well, that's a lower percentage than it was 10 years ago. It used to be 2%. So that number has remained static. I wrote an article a long time ago about homosexuals. You know what their main problem is? They cannot reproduce. Well, they can, just not with each other. So nobody is born a homosexual. I don't care what anybody says. Well, anyway. Yeah, you know, I should probably name these off the top of my head instead of God's Judgment. The reason I was doing that, naming it God's Judgment, is because, well, that's what's happening. America's going to be invading. That's God's judgment. And whether somebody wants to agree with me or not, that's bye. You know, I don't care. You know, like I said in today's video, I don't care what you think. So, anyway. Told you that was California. New abortion pill mandate voted down. Well, now you know why the abortion pill mandate got voted down? Because 75% of the American population are against mandated abortion. TV reporter quits for trying to be culturally sensitive, still gets demoted. That's going to change after it. Oh, here's one of the gaffes I made. I keep saying, I think it's STHF. It kind of rolls off the tongue more easy, but it's SHTF. Stiff. I don't know why they named that. Made it an acronym. I guess because they don't want to say when the shit hits the fan. Okay? Or why don't you just say, I suppose a lot of guys should prefer to say, I should prefer to say even, you know, so I gotta quit cussing. When the stuff hits the fan. Okay? I mean, this stuff could be anything like chocolate syrup, like American Dad the other day. Yeah, I watch American Dad. My wife wants to watch American Dad. I've seen all those cartoons like 4 times. Ugh. Tedious. Another crashed hard drive helps federal employee escape criminal charges. Multifunctioning hard drives have become a reoccurring, malfunctioning hard drives have become a reoccurring problem for federal officials. Really? Free choices. I thought they had to make everything hard copy. Oh well, I bet there are hard copies out there. Free choice only applies to whomever the First Lady decides to grant, right? Freedom of choice. She is not the First Lady. I am not convinced she is a woman. That's hilarious. You just can't reason with people like this. Liberal woman tells Fox that we can be friends with Al Qaeda. Really? Yeah, that's what they're going to say when they come over here with their armies. Start rounding you people up. Most of them, they're just going to slaughter them. And those people, those Muslims, are going to freaking slaughter people. That's why it's going to boil down to a take no holds barred, no prisoners war. Well, that's embarrassing. 2 Miami cops duke it out during a traffic stop. What happens when 2 egomaniacs face off? Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, I've been having so much of an issue with the atrocities going on. And then I bet the 2 of them lied about it. Oh, I got 4 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna pause video.